Hello everyone, welcome again to our Five9 Security for Hyper-V free webinar. It's great to see as many people attending our webinar today. It seems that there is a great level of interest to securing Hyper-V environments, and especially when you can do this for free, this sounds really interesting. My name is Alexander Karavanov. I am a virtualization security engineer at Five9 Software, and I will take care of today's presentation. If you encounter any questions during the presentation, please feel free to ask them in the questions box at the bottom right corner of your GoToWebinar window. We will run a short 5 to 10 minutes questions and answers session after the presentation by itself. So as you probably know that Five9 Software is a leading management and security vendor for Hyper-V, and just if you look at our website, you can see quite a few solutions which are devoted to management and security of Hyper-V infrastructures. So among our main clients, we have huge companies like Web.com, USA.net, WebDev, Vodafone. So we've accomplished quite a few great enterprise projects around the world. So as you see, on our new version of the website, there are 3 sections like HyperV Management, HyperV Security, and HyperV Free Tools. And definitely the security for Hyper-V Free fills into the free Hyper-V tools category. Five9 works in a very strong collaboration with Microsoft, and therefore recently we announced the release of Five9 security plugin for Microsoft System Center VMM, and that solution allows you to leverage Five9 security features inside the System Center VMM Console directly. And the strong collaboration with Microsoft allows us to do this and do this really well. So today we're going to speak about Five9 Security Free, and I'm going to show you briefly the web page and of this solution. So Five9 Security for Hyper-V Free includes the security and compliance scanner, and its main features and benefits are it is absolutely free, first of all. Second of all, just includes the free virtual firewall natively integrated into the Hyper-V. It gives you centralized management, so you can manage as many instances just of our solution from one single management system. It gives you a free agentless and or host-based antivirus, which performs the antivirus scan from the host level. And definitely it gives you the free security and compliance scanner, which allows you to examine your current environment, perform antivirus check by itself, and give you a report just to understand what's actually happening inside your environment. So just today I've recorded a small video for you, just to skip the longest steps and to make the presentation shorter. So as you can see, from this page, you can easily download our solution for free, just one button, a brief registration form, and then you get one file which says Five9 Security for Hyper-V Free. The installation process by itself is very fast, and it also gives you some advanced features of installation, and there is no speed up, it goes as fast as you can see it on my screen right now. So after the installation finishes, you immediately get the Five9 Security and Compliance Scanner, which allows you to check the current system status for your virtual firewall, for intrusion detection, for your performance, and for antivirus protection. So whenever we start the scan, as you can see, it analyzes step by step and gives you feedback, announces what is actually happening with your environment, and you can actually get a really big deal of sense, what's actually wrong, or just be confident if everything is doing really well. So at this moment, you see that the scanner has already checked the firewalling part, the intrusion detection part, and performance one. So right now it's doing the antivirus protection. So we have included the antivirus scan inside the scanner, and it gives you updated antivirus databases, and you're definitely able to just eliminate any risks, any viruses present in your virtual environment. So whenever you run a report, you can see that virtual machine firewall, intrusion detection, performance virus protection, like all these statistics has its legend. It can easily be printed out or saved to PDF, exported, and shared with your colleagues. Right now you can see that all of my virtual machines are off state, but the report still shows all the operations, like all the just contributors to the system performance. So, and you can see that 5.9 agentless anti-malware is not installed, but we've already scanned the VHD drives for the virtual machines, and all of this happened from the host level. So we didn't even have to start those virtual machines. So all of these was done from the host level, and this is a great benefit, as you'll never experience the antivirus storm, which means whenever there are multiple antivirus scans running inside your environment, they might eat up your processor, your memory altogether. Even if you try to split them, there still might overlays happen, and agentless approach allows you to absolutely eliminate even the theoretical possibility of having antivirus storms happening inside your environment. So as you can see, after I've done the scan with compliance scanner, I can see that there is a problem in virtual firewall status, in intrusion detection status. There are a few issues in performance, but still it's overall good. And you can definitely see what's actually happening inside our system after the antivirus scan. So once again, it shows you that it scanned the host C drive, host D drive, and it also scanned individual virtual machine hard drives, like on disk D you see Windows 8 VHDX, Win 8.1 VHD, and so on. And as you can see, currently I'm showing you the Windows Server 2012 R2 environment, and this means our products already support R2, which is in RTM state at this particular moment, and it'll be out in the middle of October. So if you're thinking of testing R2 in your environment, you can even use our free product to do this. So let's go back to the firewall status, and you see that there is an option to enable a free version of the virtual antivirus, and this is the place where our free security comes into place. And you see that it's already included inside the product. You don't have to download anything else. You just push the button and it takes you into the installation process. Once again, it is very, very fast, and very simple. On this tab, you have to select the SQL database which is needed to keep your log files and rules, firewall rules for your virtual machines, and we allow you to leverage your existing SQL database, or you can use SQL Server Compact, which is included into the installation process. So if you don't have any SQL installed, or you want to test the product on your virtual environment, you can easily use the pre-included SQL Server Compact. Okay. So on this step, this is a very important step, which allows you to enable Windows Filtering Platform System Audit, and include remote installation step in setup process. This means you don't have to run the installation over and over again if your environment is more than one host. So you can just include the remote installation step inside the installation process, and it will let you install it on several hosts. All you need is access to those hosts. Like, you need administrator credentials to do this, to perform the installation remotely. So as you can see, the installation is also pretty small. You need to have administrator credentials for the management service, and this setup is essential. Just press OK. You select the servers that are needed to be managed and monitored and protected. Once again, if you include the remote installation step, you'll see the list of servers available for you just in here. So we select on one server, which is currently available for our presentation, and after that, the installation process is done. So you see, it's very fast. It needs to restart the host because we installed the host service and integrated into the HyperV. Therefore, we need to reboot the host. Whenever you perform the installation, plan it accordingly because you'll need to perform that. So I've skipped the installation process for you, or the restart process for you, and after the system starts, you see that the scanner appears for you once again, and right now, while it's performing the scan, you can see that virtual machine firewalling is green now. It means it is in a healthy state, and this means that you already enabled the virtual firewall and you did it for free. You did it with our free solution. So intrusion detection is still marked as red because security free includes virtual firewall and antivirus protection, and you'll see that very soon. So you see at this moment it's scanning with the disk D, VHDX files with antivirus, and you'll be able to notice that just the antivirus protection now is in green healthy state, which means right now your virtual machines are protected with our updated antivirus. And as you can see, virtual machine firewall once again and antivirus protection are marked as healthy. So let's start the security now. So we go to our main menu and we start this 5.9 security for HyperV free, and now you're able to see the 5.9 security for HyperV free window, and on the left you can see that there are a list of virtual machines available on your HyperV host and the global rules which apply to all of your virtual machines present in the 5.9 security for HyperV console. So you see the global rules, they're empty at this moment. So Windows 8, Windows 8.1, and Windows 8 Gen 2, all of them don't have any rules yet. And as you remember, they're an off state. So they didn't have any interactions. Whenever you want to add more hosts for this single console to manage, you can easily go to Add Host, and after that you can specify custom credentials and pick up the hosts from your environment via Active Directory discovery or IP address discovery. So once again, this is a centralized management console, and it allows you to manage all of your hosts with our security solution from the single instance. So you don't have to go from server to server and do that, just centralized management. So right now we are in global VM rules, and we've just started the add rule window. This is the window which allows you to create rules, and once again this rule will apply to all virtual machines present in your system. So as you can see that there are a few fields you can fill in manually: name, description, action, protocol, type, like in local ports, remote IPs. And what is absolutely great about the virtual environment are remote VMs. So rules can be also created by rule templates, and the template list is pretty long and extensive. This allows you to speed up the rules add-on process. And you see right now just selected the DNS rule 1, and it automatically gives you the description, the action protocol, type of traffic, and local ports just needed for DNS to function. So as I mentioned, the remote VMs are absolutely great for the virtual environment, and the reason why, whenever you create a virtual machine in Hyper-V, it's automatically assigned the virtual machine ID. And this is the ID which goes through the virtual machine live. So if you think of IP address that might change inside the virtual machine, like sometimes even MAC address might be changed for the virtual machine, but a virtual machine ID never changes. And therefore, whenever you create the rule, a virtual machine rule based on the virtual machine ID, so like this is what we allow you to do, it will keep working even if something happens with the network setup for that virtual machine. So whenever you stick the virtual machine firewall rule with the virtual machine ID, it will remain there forever. And that is very important, and that is something you can leverage using the virtual firewall and only in virtual infrastructures. So just awesome. And if you haven't thought about that, this is the time to start doing and leveraging the virtual firewall for your virtual infrastructures. So as you can see, each virtual machine has its settings for the firewall logs, and you can specify retention days, the records count, and this is important if you want to keep your SQL database nice and shiny, but you can definitely keep more than that, like you can extend the number to a higher value if needed. Each virtual machine has its own firewall log, and right now, once again, the virtual machines are in off state. Therefore, there are no logs, firewall logs available. But you can easily see that each log will have its time, protocol, source address, source port, destination address, and destination port. So all of this information will be available for you in a nice table. And once again, we keep the logs in SQL database, and therefore you can get them very fast, and you can even manage them. So add rules for multiple VMs allows you to specify the rules for your virtual machines based on groups. So even if you think you want to split like on virtual machines on some kind of logics, you can do this with add rule for multiple VMs. You can see all the fields are the same. You can still leverage the remote VMs setup and just do this very, very fast and conveniently. And another setting will allow you to specify is default gateway rule. As you know, gateway needs to to be allowed traffic out just from the virtual machines. So you can do that from here. This will allow the gateway to send and receive the traffic it really needs. So once again, each virtual machine might have its own firewall log, and when we go to settings, right now we can see that we can enable firewall monitoring for the virtual machine, and this is also supported visually. Each virtual machine name will get its bold status, which means the firewalling is enabled for that virtual machine. The same is antivirus, and you can also specify which virtual machines you want to be protected with the antivirus. And you see there is visual support once again, just if it is protected with antivirus, we mark it as blue, and therefore you can easily see which virtual machine is protected. So whenever you go to antivirus tab, I just started the antivirus scan for the virtual machine, and this is what we can see in last scan log. We are leveraging the change block tracking driver functionality 5.9 developed in strong collaboration with Microsoft, and probably some of you already used the security solutions for VMware, which included the CBT driver into the vShield, and change block tracking actually allows you to antivirus scan only the blocks which were changed since last scan, which makes the actual scanning time much lower. So as you can think of antivirus scan using our 5.9 security for HyperV, it will leverage the host processor power, and therefore antivirus scans will be much faster, and the actual timing for the antivirus scan will be really small, because we are using the change block tracking driver, and this allows us to scan only the information which was changed since the last scan. As of the host setting, you can see once again that you can specify the custom credentials for each host, and a tiny button, but very important for the HyperV environment, workload thresholds. This is something which allows you to squeeze out the maximum out of your HyperV environment, and the reason why, just we specify the processor overutilization threshold, memory overutilization threshold, disk input out, network input output. So all of these are crucial for your business processes probably running, and whenever you specify the thresholds, you don't really need to run any antivirus scans while your processor is overutilized. So which means whenever your business process needs something like 90% of your host CPU power, you don't really want to have any antivirus scans happening that time. And this standard window allows you to modify that. It gives you the orchestration for antivirus scans. Once again, no even theoretical possibility for antivirus storm to happen inside the HyperV environment with 5.9 security for HyperV, but even if there is a slight possibility that your processor will be overutilized, you can easily leverage the processor utilization threshold, and therefore you'll see that your business won't be business process won't be affected at all. So let's have a look at global rules once again. So we have a DNS rule. Let's add another rule from templates. Probably we can do HTTP one, and it automatically puts in the required protocol and port. We can specify virtual machines if we need to, but once again, this rule will apply to all virtual machines because this is a global rule. You can definitely change the order of all the rules, and therefore the actual rules creation process is very flexible. And this is what you're probably accustomed whenever you leverage firewall you pay for, and right now you can see that it can be easily done. So as of antivirus schedule, you can specify the schedule for your virtual machines, and antivirus can scan your virtual machines based on hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly basis. You can also include host partition to be scanned, which means you can also scan your host with our antivirus, and you can also leverage every day, in 12 hours scan. So this is about it for today, because we wanted to make the presentation just nice and shiny, and to make it shorter than half an hour. If you're interested in more functionality, please feel free just to give us a call, like an email us. Just we can also organize individual presentation of any of our products, including the paid ones, management and security solutions. So right now, let's start our questions and answers session, and please feel free to put in your questions into the question box. So probably if you have anything specific, any custom use scenarios, we'll be happy to answer them just right now, or once again, feel free to contact us later. Okay. We get a first question, which is how do we integrate into System Center VMM? So right now we integrate as a add-on for System Center Virtual Machine Manager, and if you go to our products, once again, you will see the plugin for System Center, and we still have our host service running on the HyperV host, but just we let you to leverage our functionality through the System Center. So we just add our interface inside VMM Console. Antivirus definition updates work from G5 Viper server. So just whenever you launch a scanner, for example, it allows you to download the most recent updates for the antivirus signature base. Is this software compatible with a core installation for the HyperV host, I believe? Yes, it's absolutely capable with core installation of HyperV. So you'll see this absolute same interface I just showed you, and installation process will be absolutely the same. So just need to start the host once. Make sure you either leverage your existing SQL database or just select Compact Edition during the installation process for the system to work. So this is important to keep logs again and to keep rules. So is the firewall based on the HyperV filter on 2012 R2, or is it an own filter? So 5.9 solutions, we have what's called free security for HyperV, and we have a data center version of this. So for the free HyperV solution, we are leveraging the existing filtering provided by HyperV. And for the data center, we've included the kernel mode filtering driver, which natively integrates into the HyperV extensible switch, and allows you to control your traffic just 100%. So including RP traffic, broadcast traffic, and just everything can be controlled with extended filtering driver. What are the differences between free and paid versions of our security suite? So free version, I just showed today, is leveraging the user mode virtual firewall. Just as we heard from the previous question, we are leveraging existing HyperV filtering capabilities. So the paid version has an extended one, kernel kernel mode virtual firewall, and this provides you with extended security. Also, it includes the intrusion detection, based on snort. Therefore, you can detect malicious or suspicious network activity. And we're also in process of implementing the real-time protection for our data center and essentials products, and beta versions are already available, and the final one should be available in October. We had a problem with the connection for the and audio quality. This service is provided with Citrix, and probably probably had a problem connecting to their server. Can the Five9 security plugin be installed in a HyperV cluster? Yes, it can be installed in HyperV cluster, and once again, as we allow you to include remote installation step inside the installation process, you can even install the product on all of your cluster nodes, and you'll be able to leverage the solution within the cluster. And the HyperV management solution, just called Five9 Manager for Hyper-V. This cluster support will be available shortly. So actually, by end of this week, we're going to release the Hyper-V Manager. This cluster support, which will include cluster creation, cluster notifications, and live migrations. The firewall rules in data center product can be written via PowerShell API, and if you go to Getting Started Guide, you'll see a few pages devoted to that, and you can definitely manage rules, create rules using PowerShell APIs, and therefore it gives you quite a bit of automation allowance, and you can definitely leverage that. Will this webinar made available for download? Yes, we'll just provide you with the link just with the webinar recording. If a new virtual machine comes online, will the firewall rules be applied to it by default? So our data center solution allows you to do this automatically. So actually on the host level, you can just put up the checkbox which says enable firewall rules whenever the virtual machine goes online. So for the free solution, it has to be done manually, but you can definitely do this just in a few clicks. Okay, I think we're done with today's questions and answers session. Please feel free to forward any other questions you might have to info@five9.com. If you have any extra questions, you can also put them into the question box right now. We'll keep this window running for probably 5 more minutes, and we'll just send you the answers for the questions you have. So thank you for your attention today. It was great to see as many attendees, and once again, thank you for your interest in Five9 solutions, and we are looking forward to to see you as our customers, like, and just independently what kind of products you pick up for your environments, either paid or free. Just you're always welcome to our customer database. Thank you and goodbye.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.